Hi guys, I wanted to speak with you a little bit about what it takes to open a company and a bank account here in Ukraine, for example, compared to the US. Having personal one-on-one conversations with some of you via telephone or with some of you who've actually been on the tour with us. And those of you who have interest to come here and maybe look for different opportunities, I can tell you from my own experience being in the US and opening an LLC and the process that's there. Compared to what it's like to opening a company and an account here in Ukraine. In the US, it's an LLC, and obviously you as the owner, you're a managing member, you could have partners. There's also a resident agent who all the documents are being sent to. And then once you get a tax ID and all the necessary information, you're able to go to the bank and open an account as an owner of the company. If you have a director or somebody else that's working with you at the company, you can give them the ability to write checks for the account. Therefore, you take them to the bank as well. They sign off, but you as the owner control everything. The difference here in Ukraine, for example, the equivalent of an LLC is an OOO. I had to learn this with time. There's different options here as we had to learn how to structure the business model. And the OOO is set up a little bit differently. You can open it up as an international owner of the company. In order to set it up, you need to be able to go and do an apostle. And what that is you go to the notary. They have to notarize it, a color passport copy of your passport, and then you have to take it to the Secretary of State. So it gets notarized, then you take it to the Secretary of State and they do an apostle. So it's almost like a double notary. It's stapled, the stamp covers all the documents so you can never take the documents apart. And then you bring it here to Ukraine and it needs to be translated officially into Ukrainian language and also notarized. Once you have this, you're able to set up the company, which proves your identity, who you are. Once the company, which is an OOO, is set up, you need to set up a bank account. As an international traveler, somebody from another country, you can't actually go and open an account yourself, and you can't be the director of the company yourself either. So you can be the owner, you can set up the company, and then you have to basically have a director of the company. Once you have somebody who's officially a director, a lawyer here can help you organize these documents. They come on board, what rights they have, similar to what an operating agreement would be. Then with this, you can go to the bank account, to the bank actually, and the director can open the bank account. It's a really interesting different structure, and the director has access to the bank and the bank account, but you do not, meaning you can see things, right? But you can't actually open the bank account. It has to be a resident of Ukraine, a director of the company who can only be a resident of Ukraine as well. It's a very interesting and different structure. You have the ability to fire a director, hire a new director, but you can't yourself, without a director, a local resident, go open a bank account. So for those of you who I've had these conversations with, for those of you who are also interested to find out a little bit more, if you were looking to do, at some business opportunities here compared to the US and Ukraine, this gives you a little bit of a different idea of what the structure is like, the company is like, and what it takes to open a business account. So I hope this information helps you. Always feel free to write to us and communicate. Glad to talk with you, answer any additional questions. And we look forward to communicating and giving you additional information as we go through this experience ourselves, because obviously I have a lot of experience in doing this in the US, and I'm learning everything here in Ukraine that is necessary. So I look forward to speaking with you soon. Have a good day. We'll see you later. This is Oleg. Bye-bye.